Welcome back to episode 4 of Another Man's Trash. We've switched places, so now I feel like I'm the more important one. I got the cool mic, and then he's got this jank ass setup. But hey, dude,
We decided
we
we'd take
those.
turns.
Yeah, we'll take turns feeling important. Anyway, cheers, man.
Today we are drinking.
Boulevard Steep Drop. It's a nitro coffee milk stout. So they put nitro in a can. It's really interesting, actually. I don't know. How do you feel about it?
I think it's good.
Good. I feel like it lacks body.
I totally know what you mean. I'm impressed that you even used that beer terminology.
Yes.
The fact that you even made that observation has shown how far you've come.
I have.
Do you want a cookie?
Yes, actually. If you had cookies, they're not gonna eat.
I do have cookies, but we're not gonna
we're
eat.
not gonna eat on the. Starting our
Nom nom.
Our next project would be a mukbang.
As like crumbs fall into the mic.
just look like absolute slobs.
Get cookie crumbs in my beard like I do in real life. Oh, all right, let's get started.
All right, I'll pull up the topics.
We have a lot.
Yeah. How have you been, man? How was your weekend? Well, I pulled this up.
Rough. How was yours?
Oh yeah, dude, didn't you play D&D yesterday?
No.
That didn't end up happening.
That's why I was memeing you.
Oh.
No D&D for me.
So you didn't go.
No.
Oh.
But I do plan to return.
So So did she end up texting you? Because I didn't see you.
Yeah, me and her had our own separate
okay.
text
So
message
you're just
strand.
like, oh, I'm not coming.
So Josh does this thing. He's kind of like a piece of shit, right?
What?
Okay,
Excuse me?
no, he's not like an actual piece of shit.
Excuse me?
Hold up. He does this thing, right?
Oh,
like
okay.
whenever we go to social events. You've even said this to me before. You're like, you are a better man than I.
Oh yeah.
But it's just like I'm the type of dude that can't say no. Josh is very smart and very like if he doesn't want to hang out with somebody, he won't.
Call me a piece of shit, dude. Don't.
It was a joke.
Back.
It was for the podcast.
Don't double back.
It
Dude.
was for the podcast.
Dude, I'm gonna come over there.
All right.
I'm gonna come at you.
We're separated by like 2 feet.
Back the mic.
Josh does this thing where like
Go ahead.
like especially yesterday where like we were supposed to go to this thing together and so we get a text from this person. He's like, oh, I hope she doesn't watch this. Oh crap.
Well, I mean, we've already.
Let's just say he does this thing where he'll back out, but then like still like I'll still go and he'll just be like, oh dude,
Have fun.
good luck. Yeah, have fun. Good luck. Yesterday was particularly bad. I felt particularly betrayed, but
Did you just say you're not coming, or do we not want to get into it?
yeah, let's not get into
Oh, okay.
how that went down.
Well, the way I see it is, I feel like I'm just like too old to be fucking
No.
doing things I just don't want to do.
I don't think you're wrong for it at all.
Yeah.
I'm just a pushover. Big difference.
Yeah, but sometimes I do feel like a piece of shit. And I just know the way that Dungeons and Dragons work. I think it's like a really slow game, especially if you have like you would have like, what 8 people.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know who all
Well,
went.
I think it would be like 8 people. That's like a lot, and then especially a lot of people who are just learning the game. Like we would have spent like 4 hours just learning it.
Fair.
And I don't know. Maybe another weekend I would have been down, but like I don't know, dude. I just feel like I didn't have the social capacity to deal with. Oh, yeah. Before we forget, you have to tell the Denny's parking lot story. That was
That was the deal. We
the
did
deal.
promise. We did promise. All right. You tell us better than me, but I'll chime in where it's appropriate.
okay. So me and Tyler obviously went to school together. That's how we met. We met when we meet, like 2013.
13? Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, we've been friends.
12 actually, I think.
We've been
Pretty
friends
sure
for
12.
8 years.
It's a long time.
That's crazy. Anyway, so in our program, you can do to substitute coursework. You can do a research project or an undergraduate thesis, and for the people that want to get more hands-on experience in a lab, that's the way that that's the way that you would want to go. So me and Tyler, we were like, okay, don't fuck coursework. We're not doing that. We'll get into a lab. So we both asked our professor that we talked about last episode, and he let us into his lab. And the deal was, the way that it was set up is, it was an organic chemistry lab. So the way that it works is that we set up, I don't want to get into the specifics, but like basically you set up the procedure, like what you're gonna do. It's all theory work, so it's all whiteboards, no actual chemicals yet. We just all talk about it. We theorize. We theorized for about, what was it, 3 months or something?
3
like
months.
That? It was like 3 months. It was like, so we would, the way that it would work was, so our professor would be like, okay, look, this is what I want to make. I want to make this compound right here, and you guys have to go and look at different databases and stuff like that to go basically find out a recipe how we can make this with these parameters.
So basically, it was like 3 months of theory work, 2 months of actual lab work, so 5 months total. And not to mention, to get where we needed to go, it wasn't just like, once a week or twice a week. It was a 40-hour-a-week deal.
It was a full-time job with no
pay. Damn, you have to throw the no pay in there. Big rough. But yeah,
so that's what you got to do when you're a student.
So after all this studying, all this theory work, all this lab work after that theory work, 5 months, we finally arrive at 1 gram of the product.
So it's important to note also that Joey, that's the name we gave him the last podcast. Joey joined the lab after we did all the theory work.
After the theory work. He came to the lab work, missed the theory work.
He didn't know what he was doing. He was just kind of thrown in there. We kind of just told him what to do, right? And organic chemistry is very slow. There'd be reactions that take days to complete, right? And so we would spend weeks at a time in the lab, and the reaction would fail just so that we could try it again, right?
So this product we made
this was over the summer,
was multiple steps as well. So it's not like you just start over and get there.
Yeah.
It's like you have to start from the very beginning kind of thing.
Things cost money. A lot of the reagents we were using were very expensive.
So we get to 1 gram.
Yeah, so we finally get
this product. And it's like, what, 7 at night maybe?
Yeah,
7, 6 at night?
Did we do the NMR the same day? I think
yes, we did the NMR the same day, I think, because we wanted to find out that day.
So
we had to know.
We found out it was a success.
We found out, we used a tool to discover that the product we made was, in fact, the product we made.
Yeah, so it was a success, and we're all celebrating, dude.
So we're like jumping in the lab, high-fiving, saying we're going to go out for beers.
And that was a big deal because we didn't have jobs back then.
So it was 4 of us, so we were like high-fiving, celebrating. Our teacher knew we got it, so our PI. So he was like celebrating with us kind of thing. And then so we're all celebrating in the lab after we got the success.
And we're cleaning up at this point.
So our teacher's thrilled, and he says, clean up, go home, and do whatever you guys need to do to celebrate or whatever. So get this. On the round bottom flask, on the flask where my 1 gram product is stored, it says, Tyler's product, do not throw away. You see where this is going? For some reason, to this day, I do not understand how this happened. During our cleanup of the lab, somehow on the flask it said, Tyler's product, do not throw away. Joey manages to wash the product down the sink. Or into the waste, I think.
No, into the sink.
Into the sink?
Made it even worse. Yeah, it's into the sink.
Do not flush chemicals down the sink.
Yeah, first of all, let's start there. Don't do that.
So, like...
Second of all, read.
So, during lab cleanup, I see that the flask is gone. I start freaking out. I'm like, yo.
Has anyone seen?
Yeah, where'd the product go? Where'd the baby go?
I was like, you didn't...
Who lost the baby?
I was like, you didn't store it in your thing? He's like, no, I put it on the bench. And so... all of us are celebrating, and it all starts quieting down because we're like...
We start getting real quiet.
And then Joey goes, Tyler, I have to tell you something. And Tyler just turns around slow, and he's like, what? What, Joey? What do you have to tell me? And so Joey's like, I threw away your product. And then Tyler goes, what do you mean? And he was like, I threw it, I washed your flask for you, and I washed it down the sink. And then Tyler starts like nervous laughing, and he kind of gets down, like he crouches down, he kind of hugs his knees a little bit, and he's like holding his head, like trying not to freak out, but he's freaking out. And me and our other lab mate were just like, what? And then so Tyler's like, and then Joey goes, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, man. And then Tyler goes, no, dude, it's fine, but you're the one that's gonna have to tell our PI, not me.
That's right. That was my condition.
Yeah, I was like, dude, it's fine. So Tyler is nice for that because I would have started swinging. You know.
Once
Like,
again,
what the
I'm a
fuck do you
pushover.
mean?
I'm a pushover.
Like, do you think this is just like academic lab where we just wash our products down the sink after we? Anyway, so me and Tyler and our other lab mate, we obviously canceled the beers because none of us wanted to drink anymore.
Can't celebrate if you don't have anything to celebrate for.
And me and Tyler were like, okay, let's just get dinner at In-N-Out or whatever. So we there's a group text between all of us, me, all the lab mates, and then our PI, and so we're in the parking lot. And we're just kind of chilling in my car. And then, like, we get the text message, right, from Joey. And Joey says, you know, it's a really long-winded explanation being like, you know, I'm sorry I threw away the product. I didn't know, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. How can you? It was just a bunch of, like, filler. It was, like, a long-ass text. And then our professor, our PI, he sent the text back saying, this is why we do things in the lab. This is why we're learning. You know, I get it. You know, it's okay. Just come in tomorrow morning. And, you know, we'll talk about what to do from there. Because we still have 3 grams of product, but, I mean, someone's got to start over the other one. So, yeah. I mean, so we get into lab the next morning. So one of our lab mates, he comes in first, and I come in maybe like 2. Actually, no. We were in the elevator together. So we meet at 8 a.m., and we probably got into the meeting room at, 8:03-ish. And then, so we walk in. My professor is not happy, and like, you know what? I expected it. I expected him to be
that
mad.
text was off-putting.
Yeah,
he made it seem like everything was gonna be cool.
Yeah. So we walk in, and I was like, all right, another day, and he's like, you realize the meeting time's at 8 o'clock, right? And I'm like, it's like 8:03. I'm like, I was like, oh, sorry, I did. He's like, no, just it's cool. I just know that you guys just don't care enough. That's fine. Like, you guys don't care. You know, like, I'm over here putting my time. It was like an angry parent. It was like a dad getting mad. It was
like an angry parent.
So he goes off this super long like tirade about how like we need to put more effort in, blah blah blah. And then Tyler walks in at like
8:15.
8:15. As soon as he finishes the rant, Tyler walks in and he goes, "Sit down." And then I was okay.
I knew right away. I was like, "Oh shit, I'm in so much trouble."
The tension is so thick in the air that you can probably slice it with a knife. And so, you know, he's like, so he's going through like normal how to like, all right, this is the plan. This is what we're gonna do for the next, you know, week. This is what this week is gonna look like. And so, you know, we're taking notes, blah blah blah. And then he's like, all right, well that's it. Be sure not to throw away any of your product. You know, and he looks at Joey, and then he looks at Tyler and he was like, you're a nice man, Tyler. And then Tyler's like he was like confused. He didn't get it. He's like, what? He's like, you know, if that was me in grad school, I'm taking him to the Denny's parking lot and I'm fading him. And then we start like chuckling because like, ah ha ha, funny. And he's not laughing. He's like, get in the lab.
Or he said, I'm serious, get in the lab or something like that.
He's like, no, like, you think it's a joke. You guys are laughing, but I'm serious.
And so I'm like looking at Joey now. I'm just like, I was supposed to kick this man's ass.
Is this the next step? So then we get into the lab, and we get into the lab, and we're just like, all of us look at Joey, and we're like, don't fuck it up. And we just go to our lab stations, and we just start working, and it's quiet.
And it's funny from that point on. Like
that wouldn't be the last
our slang for fade was like, take him to the Denny's parking lot.
Yeah, it was just like, he was like, bro, what? I'm gonna take you to the Denny's parking lot, bro.
Beat your ass. All right.
He broke a bunch of other stuff after that, so
it's fine. It was totally worth separating this story from the other one.
Oh yeah.
That's just so, to this day that makes me like, when you talk about like my nervous like laughter, I remember like bending down just like about to have a breakdown.
Yeah, we knew we were all gonna take the fall for that one.
Yeah, if only, I wonder if it would have gone better if none of us showed up late that day.
No, it wouldn't have. All right, well, so we got some topics here. I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
I don't even know where this list begins. It's massive.
We shall start. we'll start easy. We'll start here. So, you know who Ronda Rousey is?
Yes, I know.
So you know,
dude.
who, I mean,
I watched
obviously
Fast and Furious, dude. Just kidding. That's not. She was in
Really?
it. Yeah.
What?
But like,
I didn't know
that was the joke. She's
Oh.
obviously not known just
So
for
Ronda
that.
Ronda Rousey is a professional UFC fighter,
Or was, right? She retired
Was,
now.
yeah. and it was like last week I saw like a Facebook notification that she was streaming Pokemon Sword and Shield on Facebook.
Did you click on the link to watch?
Yeah, I watched like 10 seconds of it just to
10
confirm.
seconds, not even a minute.
I was at practice. And I was
You don't
like,
care
wait,
about Australia or what?
Is that what that was for? Oh yeah, yes it was. You have to raise wildlife information. That's cool.
Your whole 10 seconds of CPM really helped save the koalas, bro.
Thanks, dude.
Just kidding. I didn't click on the link at all.
Well, I didn't even send the link. I just sent a screenshot. So I was just so confused. Hashtag save the koalas.
So we saved no one.
So, hey, dude, you have a problem with Pokemon Sword and Shield, dude? Ronda Rousey gonna show up to your house and fade you permanently, dude.
That's crazy. Like, to me, it shows like the extent of the Switch, right?
That's cool.
Because like the Switch, it's not even it's gonna be 3 years into its life cycle coming up, and that shit is already like outselling everything. I outsold the Xbox One already, and the Xbox One's been around since 2013.
Yeah, and also it's like
Ridiculous.
it's cool seeing these like professional athletes, be nerds and stuff publicly.
Oh,
I mean,
it's
cool.
nice, yeah. Nerd culture, I say this all the time, nerd culture is definitely not what it used to be.
Oh yeah, before you'd get made fun of for shit like that.
Oh, you play
Oh,
Pokemon?
you play Pokemon? Oh, dude, try
And
that with
now,
Ronda
and now, like,
Rousey,
and now, like
bro.
your frat bro can say like, yeah, I have a Switch and I play mods, and no one even bats an eye. No.
We were nerds before it was cool, dude.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that, but
We're-
I was a nerd before it was cool.
Like flashbacks to us getting pushed into lockers and shit.
They took my lunch money.
Did you see that shit a while back where that one tweet where it was like black people popularized anime or something like that?
That shit was crazy.
That's so. Well, let's talk about that since this is.
It's
not
in line
our-
with that, yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on it?
No, that's a super wrong take. Like, it's coming off the backbone of that typical, like, tweet that a lot of people tweet out that I see. And I actually agree with the typical tweet, just not used in this case. The typical tweet is everyone wants to be black until it actually has to deal with the consequences of being black, which I
Right.
totally understand. Like, other people dream of being, like,
A lot of white people like
Yeah.
talk black people. all
Yeah,
the time. They
exactly.
use their slang.
yeah, get their haircuts.
Yeah, get their haircuts, do their dances and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
whatever, right? And then like they're like they want to use the N word, and they're just like, "Yo, it's just a word" or
I
whatever.
know.
And then until it's time to actually like have sympathy and stuff, and
Well,
then,
the issues that actually just face African Americans in America today, no one wants to deal with that.
yeah,
I wouldn't
so
want to deal with that.
that kind of attitude though is what relates to this tweet where I think it was a black woman that said
Yeah.
like, "Yo, like."
Presumably.
She said black people made anime cool
Yeah, and I was like, what?
or put anime on the map.
Yeah, put anime on the map.
And I'm like, you're telling me the people that put anime on the map weren't the people that created it?
Yeah, like one of the top comments was from this guy who was like, so we're just gonna pretend the Japanese don't exist.
Or like it was some sort of niche market in Japan or something.
Yeah, I was so confused because it was like
The worst part is there were people in the comments agreeing, and I was like, bro, that's a bad
yeah, there were
take.
people were agreeing, but I think most people were like,
No,
disagreeing.
that's what I'm
there's-
saying,
There's
like-
a lot of backlash. To
I
that.
know the world's not perfect, but that should have been like 100% like this girl is getting like wrecked on
Yeah.
Twitter. But like there were some people that were in there defending him, like, you guys are crazy.
Because I mean, there's like a bunch of like these. I mean, a lot of like, Supreme Dreams. That guy, what's his name, Marcus Phillips or something. Like
Yes.
that? He does like the comedy bits. He's like doing that clip with like Caleb City and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, he does like a lot of like anime related skits and stuff, which is cool. I like that there is. I like how a lot more people are into anime now. I feel like it. I mean, any exposure is good exposure. You know what I mean? I'm not
It's
one of
the
those.
same thing. I was into anime before it was cool.
Yeah, I'm not. I like when more people are into it because that means it gives anime more avenues to be popularized in the West, and then like we were talking about the podcast before we were saying like, there's anime in the theaters now, and like I can go out and see a Satoshi Kon film right now if I wanted to, but yeah, but to say that they popularized it. Or put it on the map, even. I think that's a little.
No, it's ridiculous.
A little too much. You know what I mean? Like, hey, black people, I love you, but hey, you gotta let us have this one. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. A lot of people steal shit from y'all, but anime, hey, come on, just let us have this one. Let us Asians have this one. You know what I mean? Like, we drew it. You know what I mean? Well, not me. I'm not Japanese.
I was like, whoa.
My brothers and my Japanese, my Nihonjin brothers, dude. But on a serious topic, anime has always been there. You know what I mean? And it's just people are just getting into it now. And I guess it's really easy to see that trend if you haven't been in it. You know what I mean? Like, if you haven't been watching,
I think it comes from a lot of like there's a lot of like really popular like black anime fans, like Caleb City specifically is one. For example, they're just like, all of a sudden we started liking it the world. So I think like it was very much a trend forward, kind of like it started getting really popular, so everyone started watching, and somehow you made that correlation, that brain gymnastics jump, stuck it with the 10, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess I could see it, I thought about it, and I was like, I guess I can see it, right, because, like, you were saying, there's a bunch of...
There's a correlation, but correlation does not equal causation.
Yeah, but people...
X never marks the spot.
Exactly.
That was a joke.
Exactly. I'm just agreeing with what you're saying.
Fair enough.
But anyway. Yeah, so, I mean, hey... We get flamed for that. I get it. I've been watching this show since I was fucking... When did you start watching anime?
Like, for real?
For real. Like, not, like, fucking watching Pokemon.
Well, here's the thing. I had... my parents enrolled in a Japanese foreign exchange student program when I was younger. And they introduced me to a lot of, like, anime. But, like, I never watched seasonally or was into, like, studios and stuff.
When did you find out that you were actually into anime? You know what I mean?
See, as I say, that's still a tough question because, like, but like, let's just say I got into studios and seasonal anime like in 2013.
Okay.
And then, but before that, I was watching all your basics: Naruto, Bleach, whatever, One Piece. When I tried Toonami, essentially, and then like
Damn. A while back.
Yeah, but then like the Japanese foreign exchange student showed me a lot of anime. I remember one showed me
and Doraemon and
Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah. So, how old were you when that happened?
So I had Japanese students every year, once a year, sometimes twice a year, from the time. So my parents said the program stopped. It's kind of sad the program stopped because of 9/11.
Really?
Yeah, because they were scared to come over here, scared to come on the planes. So like there was zero enrollment in the program after that. Yeah.
Oh. That's actually kind of crazy.
No, it is. So, like, but, like, my parents have basically, so that would be what, till I was 9? So, between the ages of 0 and 9. Even before I was, like, even before I was born, they were having exchange students. So, it's kind of like, yeah, so basically from the time I was, like, an infant. So, yeah, so they would show me Doraemon. My parents still have Doraemon utensils that they, like, gave to us.
There's a new Doraemon.
What?
Actually, yeah, there's like they rebooted it.
Dude, Doraemon's fucking cool, dude.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's pretty popular actually.
Doraemon's fucking awesome.
It's like, isn't he like a time traveling cat or something?
I don't know, dude. I had Doraemon's sippy cup. That's all I know.
You just know there's just a blue cat that exists somewhere.
It was my favorite. They gave me like little plushies. My parents said I would not let those go.
I remember he had some kind of like superpower or something. Everyone had like, and then I had like the knockoff Doraemon shit. Like it was like a pink Doraemon. I was like, that doesn't exist.
How do you know? How do you know it's not like magenta and like Blue's Clues? Magenta's the boy and Blue's the girl.
Yeah.
Dude, talk about your gender roles reversed.
Breaking gender roles. I remember when I first heard that.
Dude, Blue's Clues breaking social bounds.
Exactly. The Magenta was the boy. That's funny.
I was like, what? But magenta. I was like, they've been. I was like, but magenta is a girl color.
That's not right.
My biggest 6-year-old mind. Actually, I probably stopped watching Blue's Clues by the time I was like 4 or whatever.
I think I started actively watching anime. If we skip like Pokemon and like Dragon Ball Z and like all this shit that I watched.
When did you start watching seasonal? I feel like that's when you actually get into anime. If that makes sense.
When I was in middle school.
Damn.
Middle school.
Damn, you were in the golden age too of anime.
Yeah, middle school. I started watching seasonal before I knew it was seasonal.
That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like this is what's the latest from Japan, so you start watching it. Yeah. You don't necessarily know it's lined up with spring 2009.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you know that site VO? a long time ago.
VO.
It was like it's like it was
Mm-mm.
black and it was black and blue. Anyway, they had this. It was basically YouTube before. Well, I mean, their YouTube was still around, but like VO is another video hosting site, and it has
Wait,
like
VO. So it's not Vimeo.
VEOH. That's the name of the
Oh
site.
no, but I know Vimeo.
Oh, there's Vimeo too.
Yeah, but I thought that's what you might have been
so
talking about.
VO,
No.
they have like a client that you can download, and like you can download videos that are uploaded, and you can watch them offline. So me and my friend Francis, we would always I would go with him to his like lifeguard lessons for some reason. I think like his
Lifeguard? You sure they weren't swimming lessons? They were lifeguard lessons.
Lifeguard
Jesus.
lessons. Yeah, it was junior lifeguard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we would like at home just download all the animes. Like we would download. I remember we watched this anime called Narui no Sekai, and then like we watched Get Backers, and then we watched.
Damn, all this knowledge that I haven't seen.
It was like stuff that we just saw it. We just saw it on VO, and we're just alright, download it. And so,
It's like hentai.
yeah, dude, can you imagine? But I wonder if I don't know. I don't because I think VO there probably was because I don't think they were as regulated as YouTube. Like you can just get away with uploading full
I know for a
episodes.
fact none of these sites are regulated as much as YouTube. I
Oh.
used to listen to full like super illegal albums on Vimeo.
Oh yeah, dude.
Vimeo has it all.
Back in the day, but yeah, that's when I started getting into anime.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
like 5 or 6 years earlier than I did. Because I remember I didn't start getting into anime until you kind of got me into it. Because I was still watching the most popular shit kind of thing.
Like Soul Eater, I think it was you. You were watching Soul Eater.
Yeah, well, I was picking and choosing the
Attack on
anime on
Titan.
whatever legal streaming website I could find it on,
Yeah.
kind of thing. I think Crunchyroll was just coming around at that time too.
Yeah, because I remember Crunchyroll was like.
But I remember
super
you had
shitty.
an Attack on Titan wallet.
Yeah, I did have an Attack
and
on
I was like,
Titan wallet.
"Oh my god, do you watch anime?"
That's how we met. We met through Gabriel. We talked about him last episode.
Come on the show, Gabriel.
Once we get this like mic shit figured out, I feel like that's when we. Can
I hope
start
I'm
having
echoing into them right now
Oh,
with this
stop,
mic
dude.
shit.
Don't
Sorry.
fucking jinx it, dude.
Fake wood, dude. It's IKEA.
Oh no, we're
Just
fucked.
kidding.
But
No.
anyway, moving on to the next topic.
So to say,
Well,
I don't know.
I have a shit ton of.
Yeah, there's a shit ton here. I don't know where to start.
Oh,
You picked the most interesting ones because, for those of you who don't know, Josh is the interesting one, so he chooses the
okay,
topics.
that's not true. I just spent too much time on Twitter.
Fair. Most of our links come from Instagram
Dude,
or Twitter.
Do you see that YouTube banned Chilled Cow?
What?
Yeah, so you know, if you guys don't know what Chilled Cow is, it's like the lo-fi music to study.
Wait. I saw a tweet this morning that suggested he was unbanned.
No, he was unbanned. He's unbanned.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was banned for like a hot second.
I actually saw a funny meme where it was the exact same scene except with the girl gone, and like they were just like, "Oh, she finally got done studying," and then the next comment down was like, "Nope, studying was too stressful," and I was like, "Oh, that's dark."
Did you see that ad for like it was like a mental health ad where they took that scene and then like she like killed herself?
No, wait, what? Oh
Yeah,
God.
so it was like a mental health awareness ad.
What the
I'll see if I can
fuck?
find it. But it was like the girl. She was like writing, then like you know like normal like so it's like looping, and then like
Yeah.
all of a sudden she like closes her book and she like sighs, and then like I don't know what I have to rewatch it, but I remember it like alluded to suicide or
Oh
something
my
like
God.
that. Like she walks away.
Were they
from, like,
legally allowed to do that?
yeah, I think it was like a collaboration because it caught a lot of people's like attention because like it was like a super clickbaity title. It was like lo-fi study girl is like finally done studying or something like that or
Gee, oh, maybe that's where that joke came from.
yeah, probably yeah.
Oh God, I actually didn't know that existed. That's dark.
I'll see if I can find it and then we can like. This is why we need a tech. We need a Jamie. You ever watch the Joe Rogan podcast?
No,
His
actually.
tech's name is Jamie. He'd be like, Jamie,
we
pull
do
up."
need a tech because all the podcasts I watch have a tech, and then they just blame the tech for everything. It's fucking funny. Blaming the tech has got to be one of the most classic podcast joke ever.
I love that. We need a tech. Megan. No, just kidding.
LOL.
Tyler's girlfriend is over, but you won't see her. She hid herself away.
She'll be a guest
She'll be,
eventually. One day.
eventually, I don't know. Maybe when you have a decent following.
Let's try to knock down some of the. So what's this first one?
Which one?
News. Episode 7 of a certain scientific railgun.
Oh, delayed as coronavirus starts affecting.
That we've already kind of touched on that.
yeah.
Coronavirus delaying stuff.
It's everywhere now, dude. Like, I mean, it was only natural it was gonna come to
Yeah.
Japan, right?
This
So-
is actually I went home this past weekend, and my brother is a scientist like me, and like me and him actually had like a full hour conversation about coronavirus. It was freaking awesome. Yeah, that's what's nice about having like a scientific family. You can actually we talked about like spike protein being mapped, the avenues of common or past coronaviruses, the spreading, R naught values, all that stuff.
Cool. Anyway, it doesn't matter. My anime is fucking being delayed, and that pisses me off. But that sucks. I hope that they can bounce back from that. I hope it's not too serious. I hope they just delayed production. Like, they just made everyone take the day off.
I don't think it's that simple, because I actually just saw a video today by the lovely Alana Pierce, one of the game industry's finest, talking about how don't be surprised if a lot of your video games are being delayed this year due to coronavirus. Actually, one of our coworkers was supposed to go to Italy this week, and he got turned around due to coronavirus outbreak in Italy. Yeah, so it's kind of like it's in Europe now. It was in America, Europe, Asia. It's only a matter of time before. Yeah.
It's everywhere.
So like, I don't think this is going away anytime soon, unfortunately.
I hope it doesn't hit any more anime studios. That would suck.
Yeah, I mean,
because it
honestly
takes a lot for them to delay an episode because of that. Like, if you know anything about the anime
but
industry.
I heard the outbreak in Japan right now is pretty bad, actually.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because they had that thing with the cruise that happened in Japan.
Didn't hear about it.
It was a cruise where they were supposed to quarantine some passengers because they had it, and it ended up not happening, and it spread that way. They're also, Japan, being the nice people that they are, have actually volunteered to help treat some patients at their hospital, and that's
cool.
Assisted in the breakout, obviously.
That's cool.
Because it's like, what are you supposed to do? Put them on a boat and send them somewhere else?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're just going to spread it somewhere else.
Yeah, it's going to... And also that would probably...
Yeah, but I know the breakout in Japan, it's not as bad as mainland China, obviously, but...
Of course not.
It's bad, so don't be surprised.
I actually watched that anime. I'm not...
Because I don't know how anime production actually works, but I know some do it as the season kind of goes along, and some have it ready to go from the start kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Sometimes they...
So it sounds like since this got delayed, they were kind of putting finishing touches as the season went along.
Or it hit them earlier and they've already aired all
either
their,
either of those. What they could have put forward, yeah.
Yeah. Because it takes a lot for them to delay an episode. That never, ever happens. They'll do anything that they can to, like, not do that. I think the last time it happened was when that guy, like, started the Kill Annie fire.
Ooh, yeah, and then in the midst of, like, anime, like, Fire Force, too.
Yeah, Fire Force got hit. And then some other animes got hit, but then...
They just did out of respect.
Yeah, they did out of respect. And, you know, whoever that guy is, did he commit suicide or did he get arrested?
I don't know. I can't remember. I feel like he committed suicide.
I think either he committed suicide...
Or he died in the fire also, or something.
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember him getting arrested.
Dude,
but
while we're on the topic of anime, we might as well talk about the movie we just saw.
Oh, Ride Your Wave! Oh my gosh, dude.
Dude,
Masaki
so
Yuasa?
this was a one-day event in the U.S., and this is what we were talking about earlier, how anime is so widespread, we can even afford to have, like, anime releases like this in theaters. So there was a decent amount. There's also a funny story to go with this, but basically, let's try not to spoil it. Should we spoil it? No, let's not spoil it.
Why? Then they can't watch it.
You're right. Not until it comes out. But basically, oh my god.
Hey, you're not allowed to...
Oh my god!
You didn't come see it with us.
Whatever.
Oh, she's gone. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, we're gonna spoil it. Well, I mean,
let's just talk about what we can see in the preview.
We can't really spoil it. I feel like that.
So the movie itself is pretty okay. It's good.
It's good.
It has some weird like points in the movie. You're kind of like, where is this going? But overall, it's like still really good. Mm-hmm. And, like, if you watch a preview, which I guess we could link the preview in the description. Last podcast, I linked everything.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Dude, good for you. Except you didn't link our Spotify and our Anchor and, like, you know. But I went back and I did that for you, so.
Oh, my God. This is your podcast?
I just did it one day because I was like, oh, look, he linked everything except for the other platforms to listen to this on. So I'll just do that.
So, basically, the story is about a girl. Mm. And, she used to live in this, like, beach community. She moves away, and then she comes back for college, university, right? And she loves to surf, so she spends her time probably between school, though we never really see her at school much. Yeah, between school and surfing, she loves to surf. And so, like, basically, in this same, like, town, there's this dude who watches her surf from the distance.
He's a firefighter.
I was gonna say he's a creep, but that also works. He's a firefighter. And so, but he really admires her for surfing. And through some, like... For surfing. Yeah, just, not naked, just surfing.
Never mind. Okay, keep going.
So, they meet by, I just want to call it they meet through destiny.
There you go.
Love anime. They meet through destiny, right? And they become boyfriend and girlfriend.
And they date for some time.
Yeah, there's this really cute collage where, like, they go... on dates. It's like, what, a year long?
And they sing the main theme together?
Oh, yeah. So just
that hurt,
dude, yeah. So, like, through this whole collage, these two voice actors that play the characters are singing together.
It's like a acoustic.
It was literally what I'm not soft when it comes to things like this, but let me tell you when it melted my, like, rock solid heart,
dude. It felt so genuine. They're like laughing and messing up the lyrics. And
let me tell you when I was just like, this is so fucking cute.
Dude, my face was like...
The worst part is, we both saw the fucking preview. So this isn't a spoiler.
No.
The boyfriend fucking dies.
In a surfing accident.
Well, actually, I thought it was a surfing accident too until the movie revealed it was actually to save someone else's life.
Spoilers.
I mean, yeah, as I said, we already given spoiler warning.
But yeah,
either way, so this collage where they date, I think it's a year when they date, or a little less, maybe.
No, it's not, because remember the end when there's the...
Yes, you're right. So it's like probably...
less than a year. It's probably like 6 months, 7 months, or something like that.
It's got to, as I say, it's got to be like
because
7 to 9, something like that. Yeah, that makes sense. So they're dating for like 7 to 9 months, and this collage is so fucking cute. And the cuteness of the collage is broken up by the boyfriend fucking killing over, dude.
It was a really jarring scene.
And what fucked me up for like the next like 30 minutes to an hour of the film was her dealing with her boyfriend's dog. Like, and this was the most brilliant part of the film to me, because even though it was in the previews did a really good job of hiding some of the crucial facts to this scenario. Like, so the boyfriend dies, she's in mourning. So whenever she sings the main theme of the song, she sees the boyfriend in any sort of body of water that's fucking nearby. And this shit's fucking me up, right? Because I'm like, I'm really into
very
psychological films. Yeah, and I'm like,
yeah.
She's either fucking crazy or he's actually there. Yeah. And the movie does a really good job for the first, like...
basically all the way until...
the end, essentially.
Yeah, that it's like... Because you're like... There's always in the back of your like, okay... Like, it's like... It's very cute because she's reunited with, her boyfriend.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's like... You're crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like me being the psychological film watcher that I like to be, I was just like, oh, this girl's fucking nuts, and it's so sad that she's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but that would have been a way different kind of film.
So for me, the peak of the movie was when the boyfriend died and the little like fallout after, and then the rest of the film is spent with her trying to cope with his death, and then also having him pass on, kind of thing. And like, I thought it was a good ending to the movie.
Yeah, the
movie was actually extremely well paced. Yeah. So like the movie kind of climaxed in the middle and just had a nice downhill like trot from the end. But it was very nice to watch, very relaxing.
It was good. And Masaki Yuasa, he's done. I want to see this film. It's like the night goes on. Like, the night goes on.
Oh, here we go. I was gonna say
he's doing Azoken.
I want to. Yeah, as I say, I want to see.
There it is.
I want to see more from this director for sure.
After that, Lou Over the Wall.
Have you noticed this about maybe you haven't, because I know you just caught up in One Piece. Have you noticed that your taste in anime has trended in the direction of shorter is better, or is that not necessarily true?
Not necessarily true.
Yeah, as I say, because you just caught up on One Piece, and that actually. So for me, I noticed that as my time gets more and more important to me, the more complete stories I can get in a shorter period of time, the better.
I will say it's harder to get into films or anime. Because I think if I didn't get into One Piece when I did, I think I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have gone into it because it's just so much time.
Like, I used to be like, yo, if an anime is 50 episodes, it's better. If an anime is 25, it's better. Now I want 12 or less to tell this complete story. And that's not true for everything. I'm not going to sit here and be like, because it's 25, I'm not going to watch it or whatever. It's just like, as like your time gets, you start working and time gets more precious, it's kind of like, oh, dude, movies and shorter series are fucking awesome. The ability to tell such a complete story in such a compressed amount of time is incredible.
Yeah, I think.
But then I'm watching JoJo's, which has like 1 million episodes.
Yeah,
so
you have
like,
to contextualize your anime because I don't. If like One Piece was like a 12 anime, 25 episode up, like 50 episode, I'd be like, this is so bad. Like,
yeah,
because the story that it needs to tell requires that.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's different from like Bleach, because Bleach obviously was dragged on for too long.
Bleach had.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Bleach is like my favorite mainstream anime, but even I will tell you that it is ass.
And if you go the reverse way, can you imagine if Anohana was 900 episodes?
Exactly.
Oh my god! Like what the fuck? Like so, yeah. I feel like you have to contextualize your anime, but I don't think shorter or longer dictates the quality of.
No, it doesn't. I just, as a consumer,
Yeah.
enjoy complete stories in shorter time periods because I get closure faster, especially.
Yeah, it's more digestible. For
I
sure.
think as like my life gets more settled, I'll start being able to watch longer series like. In general,
I think the barrier to entry for the longer series is definitely higher. It's really intimidating.
It's like stability. Yeah, it's stability of life too. Yeah.
100 fucking episodes, dude. When are you gonna have the time to do that?
Or read the manga. Everyone talks about the mangas.
The manga's better.
Yeah.
I would say the manga is better. I think if you wanted to get into One Piece right at this moment, you should.
If you have seen 0 episodes of One Piece, you need to go read the manga.
You gotta read the manga. It's so much.
Has anyone done the math? How long you'd have to watch One Piece to catch up right now?
I did the math when it was at like 700 episodes, and then it was like 9 days back to back, 9 point something days.
That's actually shorter than I thought it would be.
But that was 700 episodes, and if you don't turn it off,
that's of course assuming 20.
You don't go to the bathroom, you don't eat, or
you cut endings and openings, right?
Yeah, no.
Oh, you didn't do that? Okay,
I just did 22 minutes.
Okay.
So if you take that, so
no internet outages.
Let me see.
I'm just kidding.
Calculation right now.
You can do that while I pull up something
oh.
else.
Okay, so it's at 923 episodes. So let's say each episode 923 times 22 minutes, approximately 20,000 minutes divided by 60. It's 338 hours divided by 24. About 2 weeks back to back. 14.1 days back to back. 2 weeks to sit there from episode 1. And that's not counting the movies either.
It's shorter than I thought, but still completely unreasonable.
It's unreasonable.
Yeah.
Dude, have you ever watched anime for more than like 5 hours at one time?
Yes.
Okay, see, that's
because what is it? It's to watch a 25 episode series, it takes 8 point something hours, and I have finished a 25 series in one day before.
Imagine that, but times 2.
Yeah, I was all like smelly after, and then I was already looking up wallpapers and.
You're already 100%.
And like as I say, like in the shower humming the opening and shit like that. I'm trying to think, like, what's your most memorable anime binge watch?
Memorable anime binge watch. Like I've sit and like watch at one time, or like.
Yeah, the whole you watch the whole thing in one go.
Oh, the last one I remember was Real Life.
Oh, that's pretty impressive.
It was like what 14 episodes.
That your last one or most memorable? Because I watched Steins Gate in one go, and let me tell you,
I didn't watch Steins Gate in one go.
That was awesome, because I feel like that's one of those things where episode to episode it works out good.
Yeah.
But when you have all the details in front of you because you watched it all at once, it's also very sick.
Yeah, I would say I can only imagine watching that like weekly.
Yeah.
The cliffhangers would be too crazy.
Yeah, no, it was. I was just like, next one.
I think I watched Steins Gate over the course of like 2 days or something like that, 2 or 3 days.
Not bad.
Yeah, I think I watched like how many episodes is it? It's like 20 something for the first season. It's like 22,
24, I think. Yeah.
Like 8 episodes a day. And that was still when I was in college, so I was definitely neglecting my responsibilities.
I kind of don't want to talk about Pop Smoke dying. I think what needed to be said was said on the net. Yeah. It's just like there's no controversy around this, I feel like.
No, I mean it's pretty straightforward. The people who jumped them are fucking dicks, and then
I guess that is like what needs to be said. Like, yo, hating on someone else for their success is whack.
Yeah, it was a really petty reason to kill somebody.
Oh,
It would be
dude.
one thing because I know that X was mixed up in some shit. So
Yeah.
like, I mean, he was always playing it close to the chest with like that kind of life.
Yeah.
I don't know if Pop Smoke
Yeah.
was. I don't know if he was like affiliated or anything
Yeah.
like that. I don't actually know anything about.
I think
as a
it
rapper,
what
but-
made it break news was, other than the fact that he was famous, what
Yeah.
made it break news was the way he went, like how his
The
address
home
got
invasion.
flashed
Oh,
on
yeah.
Instagram. Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
Watch yourself out there. Don't
Yeah.
dox. Oh, how many times have we said the word dox on this fucking? Oh my god, are we next?
Dude, I mean, like, honestly, dude, if I got robbed, dude, just fucking take it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna fight. You know?
Yeah,
what
I
mean?
don't know what happened with that whole
Yeah.
situation. I haven't kept up. All I know is that it was sad because he was 20.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad regardless, but it's like,
Yeah, I
yeah.
didn't listen to any of his music. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm like a big.
I
fan or
did not
something.
also
Yeah.
listen to any of his music. It was just
I
the
just
the
saw,
circumstance was
yeah.
crazy. Flash your Instagram once, get fucked up 2 hours later.
Yeah, that's awful, dude. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke, man.
Yeah.
You want to talk about this Kotaku thing?
What is this? I didn't get the chance to click on it. Is this the same Pokemon anime accused of whitewashing? Is it 'cause is that her name's B, right? B?
Yeah, B.
Is she looks lighter than she's supposed to? Is that correct?
Well, yes and no.
Yes and no.
because-
Okay.
Because people were comparing her to.
Well, this is Kotaku East.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Okay.
save y'all a click because no one should be clicking on Kotaku ads in 2020. So I didn't click on it. I mean, the headline is just enough to tell me exactly what I need to know.
Mm-hmm.
So if you watch, so Pokemon has been doing these animated shorts that are introducing the new gym leaders of Pokemon Sword and Shield, and this last one featured B, which is the fighter gym leader from Sword, and like she's a bit tanner skinned, and so people are comparing the scenes where, you know, the premise is she goes out and she goes to train, so she's in like the outside. So people were saying like, oh my god, she's lighter. But then all the artists were in the comments and were like, dude, do you not know anything about lighting? Like, it's like when the sun reflects on your skin is going to have a lighter tone.
Mm-hmm.
So people were saying like, oh, they're whitewashing, but when in actuality that was just.
So it was just the scene, basically.
Yeah, it was just that scene. So if you
So
Yeah.
this isn't like a Nessa thing where like fans
No.
are drawing her as white.
No.
Damn.
And even then, it's their own character.
Oh my
You know?
God,
and
dude.
Nessa, she looks like black. You know what I mean? She looks
Yeah.
like she's like, that's like kind of like, but B doesn't look black, you know? She just looks like tan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially
So-
with her light hair.
Yeah, so people were saying like, in the game she looks darker because like she's in like a closed space. The lights are from above. So when you.
I'm looking at the skin tone of the official art versus the anime, and I must say it's not that much different.
It's not, especially when you consider where the light source is coming from and stuff like that. It's just another instance
Interesting.
of.
I'm
of-
glad we didn't talk about this beforehand because I was about to go off and be like, "Why are we doing this?"
It's their own character, dude. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, why would they do that?
Yeah, it's
like,
one thing
why
when
would
fans do it.
Why would they
yeah.
whitewash their own character? It doesn't make any sense.
I guess people only feel that way because I know video games have done that before.
That's stupid.
Yeah, but I'm not caught up on all the whitewashing that's happened in the video game industry, but I know that a lot of it's unintentional.
A lot of it is unintentional. There's a case with you know Nico Robin from One Piece.
Yes.
Yeah, she was darker when she was first introduced, but
Mhm.
then she spends time in like the Arctic North for like
And
30
she gets
years,
lighter, and
and
everyone's like,
gets
she
light-
got whitewash.
Yeah, whitewash, dude.
Dude,
Relax.
listen, I don't spend time outside, and I get white.
That's what people were saying. Like, obviously, none of you who are like accusing them of whitewashing have been outside.
LOL.
Yeah. Someone comments, "The sun is racist."
I mean, the sun doesn't like white people. I'll say
Yeah.
that much.
I think it's just Kotaku's just trying to stir up shit, dude.
What's this one?
You good, Kotaku?
No.
Which one?
Oh man, we're not short on time, but like the whole ninja thing.
Oh, what time are we at, by the way?
50 minutes. We have 10 minutes to talk about this ninja thing.
If we go over, it's fine.
This shit is so. If y'all don't know who Ninja is, you're living under a rock.
Yeah,
But Ninja is, to this day, probably the most popular streamer to ever hit the internet.
probably the most rich too.
Oh, there's no doubt about
Yeah,
that.
probably the most rich.
So most popular Fortnite streamer in general, but he streams Fortnite. So this man,
He blew up how long ago? Like what, 4 years?
no,
3 years?
no, 2 years. As long as Fortnite's been popular, so 2 years.
I feel
No,
like
he
it's
had
been
he had a
longer
little
than
bit
that.
of a stint in PUBG, a little bit of a popular one, but Fortnite came out in 2018, I think.
He came out 2018.
Yeah,
Like he's been around for longer, so like 2 years.
yeah, 2 years.
All right.
I know it doesn't seem that long, but
Yeah.
Fortnite was 2018, I
Sheesh.
think, or end
Anyway,
of 2017.
So yeah, he's one of
those.
the biggest streamers, gamers in general. He's like an icon basically now.
Yeah. So I don't think there's any reason for this tweet. He just decided to tweet it. This man says, the phrase, "It's just a game," is such a weak mindset.
Oh my god.
You are okay with what happened, losing, imperfection of a craft. When you stop getting angry after losing, you've lost twice. There's always something to learn and always room for improvement. Never settle. So this shit's a little intense for a Fortnite family-friendly streamer. Not only, like, it's because he's family-friendly, too. I think had one of the more hard-ass streamers tweeted this, it would have been a little more... Because he's not even, like, a pro at Fortnite, if that makes sense.
He's just like a
He's good. He's
personality.
a content creator, and, like, he competes, but, like, he's not, like, the
goated,
100 Thieves players or anything like that. He's just a content creator. So, like, I totally get where this dude's coming from, but this was worded so poorly.
Yeah. It felt. I mean, look, dude. I get being dissatisfied with mediocrity. I do, because I've been to competitions where I've lost like first round. I'll travel somewhere, I'll go out of state and I'll lose first round. I get pissed, but it's how you react with that. I think that's the thing. I think that's where the issue is. I think how you react, because I've seen people who lose and they start yelling, they start calling out the judges, they start making a scene. You can be gracious in your defeat and you can still be dissatisfied with where you are, but you don't have to just because you're not jumping around and throwing a tantrum like a 5-year-old doesn't mean doesn't mean you're not satisfied with, or doesn't mean you're complacent with your
the way it's worded. He left it open to a lot of interpretation. So people were in the comments were like, so you're telling 12-year-olds it's okay to throw keyboards? It's like, where in the tweet did he ever say it was cool for 12-year-olds to throw keyboards?
I don't agree with that.
Yeah. So people were pulling it out of so when I read this, when I pull it in the opposite direction of that, it's all okay. He's just saying yo, have a competitive mindset at the most basic form, right? If you're taking it to the lowest level of comprehension,
Sure,
kind of thing. But I don't even really care about this topic as much as I care about the memes that have spawned from it.
Gosh,
this is the hottest gamer meme since you cheated not only the game but yourself.
Oh, that shit's so funny.
That shit's gas.
That's just so gas.
So people started putting that shit on the Tom Nook speech bubble from Animal Crossing. Dog, that shit has me dead for sure. The fact that Tom Nook has even taken over the internet when it was supposed to be dude. This shit is insane. So people have been using this is the hottest meme in gaming.
I know
right now. So
don't care too much.
Me and JB and Gabe playing the most competitive playlist in Call of Duty.
Okay, dude, we get it. You're good at video games.
No.
Twice already.
It's public. It's a public playlist, right? So JB actually made a bad play the previous night, and the next morning I sent him this text. And he was like, yo, I was just kidding. I was like, so was I. And I sent him the link. But he actually thought I was serious. I was like, oh my God, dude. He was actually shocked. He said yo, what's gotten into my cousin, dude?
Bro, hey, chill out, dude.
Shit was funny. But this...
Don't throw your keyboards.
No, don't throw your keyboards. I think
but never be
coming from someone as silly as Ninja...
Oh, yeah.
It just left a lot... The tweet left a lot to be desired, I feel like.
A lot. I mean, left it more to for interpretation. I feel like. I mean,
some
he's
people.
Dude, he's a meme, dude. He doesn't know how to make a sandwich. You see his fucking. Did we watch that shit? The Bon Appetit feature. That. This guy doesn't know how to do anything but play games. I feel like it might coming from someone else that fucking has some real life worldly skills that don't involve video games. Dude, I feel like it might have been taken in a different context, but literally.
I think from an actual top tier professional of some other esport,
yeah,
it would have been
probably would have been taken differently.
Yeah.
But
It's just him. I feel bad because he had good intentions, but this tweet.
Ninja has been memed. I don't know. I still don't know.
My favorite's still the flossing one, where he's flossing for New Year's, and the crowd's like not doing shit. That shit had me dead.
He's just the meme, dude.
Yeah,
Everything
I think
he says now is just gonna be.
I think more or less this tweet got like absolutely wrecked because of who he is.
He's just a goofy dude. I mean, there's nothing.
It's not his fault. It's just kind of like know your place kind of thing.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like he should be allowed to say what he wants, but I think that once you have like a certain image, and you are just like some dude that like doesn't know how to do anything, and like you're wearing, or like you like Postmates everything, and you just eat and you fucking I don't know have no real like you don't exist in the real world. I feel like you just become a meme.
Yeah, it's just pretty funny.
Yeah.
Poor Ninja. What time are we at? Let me see. 55 minutes. Do we have enough time to hit one more topic?
Yeah, we could probably hit one more.
What do you have left in the queue?
There is.
What am I missing? Because this tweet got deleted. I don't know what it was.
Which one?
I don't know.
Oh, the one that. Oh shit! It didn't. Oh, oops.
See,
it was just another.
Do you remember what that is?
It was just another instance of like in some artist stealing.
Oh, whack.
Yeah, some artist stealing.
I feel like.
Oh wait, no. Wait, the holy shit. Yeah, I actually don't know what this one was.
Oh, see, the tweet's
that
gone.
one's different. That's different. The one above that.
This is the thing where like
oopsie.
a screenshot might have come in handy more than a link. The one rare instance where they delete their tweet.
There's this one where it was like that woman was getting harassed in like the streets of Japan. And then that was it. I think we have one left over. We have the fucking guy from On Stance, the guy who was like dancing in the octagon. That shit was hard, dude. That shit was fucking hard.
We could touch on that real quick. What's his name?
I don't know. I fucking just saw it on Stance.
So Brazilian fighter, right?
Mitchell Pereira.
We'll leave the Instagram link for this crazy motherfucker, dude. This guy just goes into the ring in the middle of a fight. He breakdances, and he brings his breakdancing into the fight.
Oh, that shit was crazy. Like I think they were doing like the introductions, and then he like just starts doing like swipes and mills.
Yeah, but where he starts bringing that like fluidity to the fight, like, and they get all confused and shit.
So
that shit's crazy.
So there's a lot of breaking gets their influence from this art form called capoeira, and which I think is very prevalent in Brazil. In capoeira, you might have seen, oh my god,
apologies. You
might have seen it. It's like two dudes and they'd be like flipping and they'd be kicking each other, but it's like a dance. So it's a very acrobatic dance. You can say a lot of breaking, a lot of the movements that come from breaking come from capoeira. So, I mean, it's not that hard to imagine that he probably picked it up, somewhere along the way. But the fact that he was like fucking jumping off like the fucking octagon poles and shit, that shit was fucking funny.
Dude, the fact that he's even doing like backflips and shit in the middle of the fucking fight is ridiculous. Who just
does that, dude? That should go hard.
Dude,
like, that should go hard.
He's lucky oh shit, when he does the backflip onto the dude, that, oh my god.
What a fucking G, dude.
We'll leave the link to like what it's a minute long or something. Yeah, that shit's fucked.
That shit was super funny. Dude, that guy looks so confused. Like both
I'd
both
be
the dudes
confused.
That he was, I'd be like,
this is proof that backflipping in anime is not pointless.
It's not pointless, dude. Dude, that guy looks so scared. He's like, what is he doing?
For shame.
Woo.
All right, let's call it.
Backflip onto that fool? Damn.
That's an episode.
All right, well, this was episode 4 of Another Man's Trash. Subscribe to our YouTube.
Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts.
Yep, and until next time, guys, peace.